Hey guys, my name is Goldhawks, and I'm starting my YouTube channel today. You'll notice in the videos that I've supplied below, my name is Unreal Badass, and the reason for that is my Xbox Live expired, and this is my friend. However, he was nice enough to loan me his Xbox and his gamertag to use until I decided to renew mine, which is going to be after I get paid at work. So anyway, the game in the background is going to be a Black Ops 2 gameplay that I got today, both of them. The first one is against like a 6 or 7 man clan, and oddly enough, I had a clan on my team that I'm not a part of, and they weren't very good, as you'll see in the scoreboard at the end. But anyway, I'm just here to talk to you about my channel and then tell you a story. So for my channel, I plan on uploading every day, every other day. It'll usually be high-scoring gameplays. I'll probably cut out my kill streaks. I might leave them in. Obviously, I'm still adjusting to YouTube, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Anyway, so my name is Goldhawks, and here's the story about my life. I'm 19, and my first year of college in August, I was really bored and had just moved in, and I had some free time, and I'd seen and heard crazy stories from the internet about Craigslist. And I thought to myself, Goldhawks, you could really use a sugar mama to help pay for your school clothes, your alcohol, books, things like that. So I went on to Craigslist, and I made an ad, and it said, hey, I'm an 18-year-old college student. I'm really bored. The girls here are nice, but they're not really well developed, and they're not what I'm looking for. So anyway, after about 3 days, I got several emails. I got a lot from a bunch of men, which didn't interest me at all, obviously, because I'm heterosexual. And then I got an email from this girl named Diane, and she's like, hey, I'm 40, and I'm a lawyer. She told me a little bit about herself, and I was like, man, this girl, she's pretty interesting. So we emailed back and forth for a couple of weeks. And by a couple of weeks, I mean like 2. And she's like, hey, when do you come home from college? Can we meet? And I was like, I realized some stuff that I need that you just don't realize when you first moved to college until you've actually lived there for a week. So I went home to visit her, and we met at a gas station, oddly enough. We met inside, and I was like, hey, this is Goldhawks, and it's nice to meet you. You're just as gorgeous as you were in your pictures. And she's like, oh, yeah, thanks. I think you're really attractive, too. I'm glad you weren't, like, super overweight and I wasn't catfished. And I was like, no, there's no way I'd ever do that. So anyway, we drove around town for a little bit, and we just talked. And then we went to, like, an abandoned construction site, and we made out. And everything was okay. And at this point, it's like 7 p.m. and we had met at 5. So she's like, hey, let's go get some dinner. And I was like, do I need to buy us? And she's like, no, I'm your sugar mama. She's like, I'm going to pay for you. And I was like, okay. So we went to Outback Steakhouse, and she told me to order whatever I wanted. So I ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. I'm not even going to lie. I was enjoying my sugar baby status. And we get to talking, just small talk. I asked her where she went to college. She asked me what I was doing in college, and I told her that I was a nuclear engineering major. And she's like, oh, that's really impressive. And then she just told me about her family, who are also engineers. It was a good conversation. Anyway, she ends up buying my meal. We leave, and we go back to my car. And she's like, hey, are you ready to come back to my apartment? And I was like, yeah, I can definitely do that. And then we made out for another couple of minutes. And out of nowhere, she just stuck her tongue in my ear. And no one has ever done that to me before. And it took me by absolute surprise. And I was just like, wow, that did not happen. And I was like, it honestly threw me off, and it kind of ruined it for me. I mean, being with an older woman was a fantasy of mine, and it still is. But at the moment, I guess, my mind just took over, and I wasn't thinking of my dick anymore. I was like, there's just no way I can do that. It's not going to happen. So she got out of my car and got into her car, and she was like, just follow me to my house. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So when we pulled out of the Outback Steakhouse, to go straight would have gotten me to her house. However, on the right, there was the exit for the interstate. I just got on the interstate exit, drove straight home, and didn't look back. And she sent me an email later that night, like, why did you bail? What's wrong? Didn't reply to her because I got sick to my stomach. 1, because I was ashamed of myself for backing out, and 2, because I was just embarrassed that I was about to go through with that. So she sends me a couple of emails for a couple of days, and I just ignore them. Obviously I'm my own man. I gotta do my thing. I was back at college, chasing those pretty bitches, and man, it was great. It was great. So there's my Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that while we were in the abandoned construction site, I did buck up, and I fingered a 40-year-old lawyer. I'm pretty proud of myself, and a lot of you probably sitting here thinking, why in the world is he talking about this kind of stuff? And I'm not ever going to talk about my Call of Duty gameplays, most likely, just because I only want to tell you about my life, because this is kind of cool, talking into my computer and just telling people about my life. I'm hoping, one day to get famous for my odd, quirky, mercurial, but interesting commentaries. And, I actually have a few more Craigslist stories, but I'm going to wait and see how this one does. And if you want to see more, just leave a comment. Again, I'm Goldhawks. Come back in every day between 1 and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see my gameplays. And, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, YouTube.
Y'all ready?
Hey, Sean, we got one. This the one, my nigga. Gangsta Grill, Dirty Power, Low Soul. She mean with a mouthpiece. Like LeBron, I'm taking my talents down to South Beach. Pineapple to chase it. Go ahead, girl, just taste it. All we drink is my shit. Coca so wasted. Love that little waist shit. Damn, them hips just sit out. Now I see who all these hating girls be talking shit about. From the front, looking like she got some ass, probably. They say that's a sign, girl. Astrology, tight denim with them little rips in them. Wait in line jeans, take a minute to get in them. BBD, say you poison, well I want some of that venom, girl. You the one, you the one, girl. I'm about them jeans that you wear. I'm about them jeans that you wear. You got the body of a body. You ain't got no competition. You got no competition. You got the way you make me wanna say.
Girl, your ass is super thick. Lot of chicks off in this club, and you the baddest in this bitch. Ooh, look at what you wearing, girl. The club owner should pay you never. You make an appearance, and you got me hooked. I might try not to look, but I keep staring. Come out to my city, see I run that bitch like errands. Ooh, grown as hell, I don't care to choose who's coming, you, her, and you. Roll this up, after you hit it once, you'll need a parachute. To tell the truth, I'ma tear the roof off that motherfucker, nail it too. Loud pipes, hear the coupe room. Got stripes like the general. You know I'm tryna get into you.